The first plan for Phillies first-round draft pick Gage Wood has practically been announced now after he met with the media today down at Citizens Bank Park, and another huge few signings today from the Phillies as far as their draft picks, some sleeper guys that they found after the draft, and more. We're going to get into all of that today on the newest episode of Phillies Digest. I think the biggest news of the day for all my draft sickos out here is the signing of Matthew Fisher. Matthew Fisher was selected in the 7th round by the Phillies. They got him at $1.25 million. The slot value at the 221st pick is around $257,000. They signed him for $1.25 million today. And you're probably wondering, Luke, why did they sign him for so much more than the slot value? Well, the reason is because Matthew Fisher was a top 50 prospect at one point, and he started to slide and just because of the high school and blah, 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 blah. There's no real specific reason why he kind of slid down. Teams thought they weren't going to get him yet, thought he was going to go to college. But the Phillies ended up taking the shot, giving him money that was basically around the 65th pick. This is around what the 65th pick in the draft would make, and they have signed him. He will not be going to college. He will be heading into the Phillies organization, which is just massive because the Phillies got an absolute steal here of Matthew Fisher, a first or second round talent they got in the 7th round. It is the MLB draft record for money in the 7th round. So I wanted to give Matthew Fisher a shout out there, as well as the Phillies signed a bunch of their prospects. They announced today that they signed 17 of their 20 draft picks in the draft. The players that they did not sign right now, Brian Walters, Logan Dawson, round 16, and Logan Schaefer in the 20th round. They've signed every other draft pick that they took, right? Gage Wood, Kate Obermueller, Cody Boker, Sean Youngerman, Gabe Craig, James Talon, Matthew Fisher, Matthew Ferrara, Cole Gilly, Will Veerling, Tyler Bowen, Jack Barker, Jonathan Gonzalez, Jacob Pruitt, Richie Cortese, Matthew Potok, and Robert Phelps. All of those draft picks have been signed by the Phillies to their respective contracts. They also signed a few non-drafted free agents down here from different universities, a few from one from Ohio State, second baseman from there. They got a catcher from Northwestern, an outfielder from Murray State after their incredible run. But probably the biggest, sort of nugget of today was that we did get to speak to Gage Wood down at the stadium. Gage Wood, came in today, first time at Citizens Bank. His girlfriend, his family was there. It was a very cool day for him and all of the people around him. He spoke to the media today ahead of Christopher Sanchez's dominance tonight. And so this is kind of what I wrote up for Crossing Broad today after it went down. I said the Phillies officially signed Wood on Tuesday for $3 million. His slot value was $3.492. He was down at Citizens Bank Park with his family and girlfriend. It's been a surreal few weeks for them. Wood said he played catch on Monday on a strip of grass at his Marriott Hotel in Philadelphia. He was in the building on Saturday for Kyle Schwarber's Grand Slam versus the Angels and said he can't stop showing his friends the video he took. He's gotten to see the crowd he'll eventually pitch in front of, and he cannot get enough of it. A lot of emotions, he said. It was very surreal, but just really blessed to be here. The stadium is awesome. The environment is awesome. And the fans are incredible. You've seen the clips of Gage Wood. He's a maniac when he's on the mound. He struck out 19 batters in a College World Series no-hitter. And all he could think about was the fact that he hit one guy. Somebody asked him about it today down at the stadium. If you want to go see the video that I posted on Twitter at Arcaini Luke, you can do that. And he said, I think about it nearly every single day. He's a maniac, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I would go on to say here, the immediate reaction to Wood's drafting was thought of a fast-track situation. Brian Barber said they like Wood as a starter in his draft night media availability, but it's pretty obvious that Wood's stuff would also play really well in the bullpen. What's a realistic timeline that we could see him in the majors? Who knows? Barring an insane run down in the minors over the next 2 months, it probably wouldn't be this year. Wood is focused on doing everything he can, though, to get better for now. He said, as of now, quote, I'm going to go down to Florida. He said, I don't make that decision. I'm going to work as hard as I can to perform the best I can, but we'll let the people in the front office make that decision. The Phillies have not yet said where Wood will start his minor league journey. What we do know is that he'll head down to Clearwater on Wednesday to start getting some more consistent work again. So, yes, is there a high chance we'll see Gage Wood this season? Probably not. But it's still a striking that the Phillies went from high school prep players all over the place to a lot of college arms. I think they're getting tired of trading prospects for rental college arms at the deadline. Rental relievers every single deadline. I think they want to get these college guys that can turn into relievers and bring them up and have relief pitchers down in their minor league system. And Gage Wood can be that eventually. Gage Wood can also be a starter, as well as can Matthew Fisher. Matthew Fisher, once again, $1.25 million. His slot value was $257,000. It's a new MLB draft record for the highest price ever paid in the 7th round of the draft. But the kid's worth it. He was a second-round talent once again. Phillies got him in the 7th round, and luckily he made the decision to sign with the Phillies, not go to college. So now the Phillies have his control. Just a few other updates from today. Aaron Nola threw a bullpen today, and Rob Thomson said it went really well. He'll throw an extended batting practice in New York on Friday. He said around 2+ innings. If that goes well, they'll send him on his rehab assignment. Rob Thomson said, it's starting to get to the point for Nola where he's starting to go a little crazy, not being in the game. Aaron Nola obviously loves to be out there every 5 days. And this is odd for him. He's never been on the IL this long on the Phillies. It was the first time in a while that he's even been on the IL. So this has been, kind of a different situation for him. Speaking of the IL once again, Joe Ross was placed on the 15-day IL today and retroactive to Monday, July 21st. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the days because you guys are watching this on Wednesday. I'm recording this on Tuesday. So he was placed on the 15-day IL retroactive to Monday, July 21st with back spasms. Rob Thomson said following Christopher Sanchez's dominant complete game that Ross tweaked his back stepping on a hole on the pitcher's mound in between innings during Sunday's game. Rob Thomson said they don't think it's anything serious. He is positive that he'll be back after 15 days. And Alan Ronhell is up as the long man. He was recalled from AAA today. So that's kind of all the updates. Not any crazy trade things going on. I wanted to come on here and give you guys just some updates. I know we talked about this last time I made a video on prospects. If you guys have gotten this far, let me know if you like these videos maybe once a week, about like a prospect check-in or situations like today where the guys sign. For all my people out there that love the Phillies minor league system and want to hear more about the prospects, please let me know down in the comments. I read all the comments, so I like to know what you guys like, what you don't like, and how we can improve here on Phillies Digest and bring you guys what you want. But for now, that is all I have for you tonight. Phillies go for the sweep tonight against the Red Sox. Jesus Luzardo versus Lucas Giolito on Wednesday. This has been the newest episode of Phillies Digest. Once again, if you guys haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We are humming here on Phillies Digest right now, the best place to be for all things Phillies content. We will have a ton of more videos leading up to the trade deadline, which when you're watching this is 8 days away. It is a week from tomorrow when you're watching this, so a week from Thursday is the MLB trade deadline. We're almost there. Phillies seem like they're going to make some big moves, and we'll have it all covered here on Phillies Digest. My name is Zack Arcaini, and I will see you guys next time.